fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. It's Shakira and Kitty. He's just made his way onto my lap, so enjoy the view. Anyway, so I haven't been on for a while. I've been helping some friends out with some stuff and just generally trying to recharge. Started meditating. These are very important, I think. So now I'm back and let's do some back testing. I'm going to share my drawdown. I had a setup and I don't know, TradingView did something weird, entered and then took 1250, like one tick. I'm like, what? But okay, whatever. Probably my fault for not paying attention. So it's 7:23. I've got an 8:30 for my day job. So let's go have some fun. All right, let's go see what we can find for setups between 7 and 8. Actually, London session, just for funsies. ICT said some stuff about on his space, his Saturday spaces about timing. So let me grab. Don't you want to sit down, buddy? He's trying to balance on one leg and he's shaking. Look at this insanity. What are you doing? Oh, you can't really see it. Dude, come on now. You comfy? Okay. This is going to be an interesting one, y'all. He is balanced on one leg, just trying to figure stuff out. So I'm going to pull up my nose from that space, and then we're going to just go through the different sessions and see where we're at. And then we'll just, I'll slowly but surely, 250 at a time, clean up this drawdown. Just got to do it. All right. Let's get tiny. Buddy. Okay. All right. So I have not looked at anything. So let's do a few housekeeping things. Let's see what our new week opening gap looks like for the week. So I'm going to drop down to 15 minutes. Just do that. And it's Monday, Sunday, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Here we are. Beautiful. Okay, so looks like we have a lot of overlap here. So when was this one between? That's 423. And now we have here through here. Oof. I hate when they overlap like that. Let's give it different and this one is for 5/8, and it looks like the middle of that other one is the new week opening gap for 5/8/23. Okay, oh, let's drop this to the right. Katie, where are you going, buddy? All right, so there's that one. And let's pop open our mesh. Just general, drop that. Whoops. All right. You like the bird sounds, buddy? All right. So while we're at it, let's do a little cleanup on here. Got a lot going on. Ooh, did I have a setup on Friday that I didn't bother to take? Let's see. So, did not make it all the way up to here, but did stop here. I didn't really go far, did it? Pity. But I had breaker. I'm not mistaken. Actually, not breaker, sorry. Whoops. My expectation was for price to come back down. I wanted it to hit this volume imbalance. It didn't, it just came back. Did it really? Let's see, it's the high of this candle. 446.75. It's the low of this candle. Yeah, it came back to this order block right here. And then now, given that I'm on a 250 kick, I would have taken it to the end of this new week opening gap and been done. But I was hoping that, you know, they were planning on making an actual continuation to the upside. But anyway, I didn't take it. And as I said, I'm at 17,827. I don't know how they did this, but they was trying to make an entry and I hit the wrong direction and they took 1250 from me. All right, whatever. Got to write it, I was writing in the journal, so that's okay. In the meantime, let's see if we can't make this a little less busy. So what is this? It's just where we were hoping for. Take that off. Take that off. We'll do new and consequent crush with that wick. They used it up quite nicely. The volume imbalance up here, and this was last week's new week. The actual gap. And there's a bearish order block all up here that I'm considering, so we'll leave that alone. So what have they done? Okay, let's drop up to the daily. And let's clear it up for a bit. All right. So far, wow, I feel like they're going to take this top out and then maybe dig back in here a little bit. But like I said, if they take this top out, then most likely they might be trying to go for this. What is the news that's coming out this week? Okay, so some very light style news at 10 o'clock, so nothing exciting. Nothing exciting tomorrow. Wednesday we have CPI, okay, at 8:30. Thursday we have some stuff from 7 and 8:30, core PPI. Okay, so we had a big candle move day, so we might not move as far. We'll see. I'm not doing anything until probably tomorrow because I have a dental appointment at 1 o'clock and work in the morning, so minding my own business. Okay. Kitty, why are you in just the one on the one leg? Like, what is that about? Okay. So we'll see where they want to go. If they just want to consolidate until something happens. Because this price action has just been insanity. Insane in the membrane! Insane in the brain! All right, let's open up our back testing and let's get on. Let's get on with the fun. So let's remove that. And because I do ES literally all the time, and I didn't really I didn't trade on Friday. I had a couple of setups in mind. Curious to see if I'll be able to see them again. So that's Thursday. So let's do this. Hey, let's go back to Thursday. And let's see what we could have done last Thursday amidst all this insanity. Let's go to the 1 hour, and we have the market profiles up 7, 10, 2. Perfect. So let's roll back it over here, 7, and see if there's anything juicy in this general vicinity. All right. So first things first. What are we reaching for? What are we looking for? Right. Well, first things first. Let's note this. Get the previous day's gap. New day opening gap right there that they're obviously running back to. And it's 6 o'clock from there. Let's drop. All right. And we also have sell side all the way down here at 4068. All right. We're reaching for that. Then we're also in a bullish order block down here as well. Okay. And if we're going to reach back up, we've got all of this juiciness to, all of this juiciness to run back up into. So we've got fair value gap up there on the 1 hour. And very Arias by side just hanging out here. So, all right. And then of course, all the way up here, we've got a bearish order block. But for now, premium, discount, larger range they're in right now. So we're dipping back into a discount right now. So let's drop down to 15 minutes and see where we're at with the time. Okay. So diving into this new day opening gap. Let's see what they do. And right now we had consolidation, we dropped, consolidated some more. So in terms of range, it still feels somewhat bearish. You want to move, buddy? Okay. So I want to also start testing something out that ICT said. So let's add London in here. Whoops. Hard to type with the kitty on the lap. He's trying to get comfy. Let's add London between 2 and 4, 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. So let's start there. As a window. Okay. So let's back up even further to the beginning of that. And okay. We'll take that off as we already know. So it's 2 a.m. What have they reached for? So well, what are they reaching for? We said there's buy side here. There's actual buy side here as well. Looks like they just took that out. So just to stay. Let's see what this looks like on the 5-minute actually before I move that. Ooh, those are some relative equal highs there. That makes me feel like they're definitely gonna come back up for that. So one thing ICT said, like whenever you have like relative equal highs, in London, okay, so here's what they've swept. So there's the buy side that they've swept that. And just before we've coming back up into, we took out that guy, and we've just made a shift on the 5-minute. Let's look at the 1-minute. What does that look like on the 1-minute? So big shift. They're coming back up into a fair value gap that was formed from that shift, the first one. I mean, personally, I would take a short from here because it just fits my model. Let's do a little, so we'll go from there personally. 8 ticks is up. What? 8 ticks is all the way up there? Oh, heck yeah. Relative equal highs. What did he say? So London between 2 and 4, London due to swings are violent. Look for relevant equal highs in 15 or 5 minutes. So let's go back up. So these are relative equal highs right here on the 5-minute. Let's see if they're going to take that out. Just curious. And then we can go short and look for something under here, under here, under here. You know, let's see. So let's see what they do. So let's, oops, kitty, no moving. So let's assume they're coming for these relative equal highs after 2 o'clock. Let's go to the 1-minute and see what they do with that. All right, I would have been in there. Okay. Okay. Oh, kitty, come on. Oh, let's take this off. So, kitty, you want to get comfy? Okay. So we have relative equal highs up here. All right, we're still waiting to see if that's going to work out. My general desire, based off of the shift, one is for something down to this, like, down to here. So 20, 22 ticks at minimum. 21, 22 ticks at minimum, but I wouldn't want them to come under here. Well, let's see. Fair value gap holding it up. Volume imbalance just below that. So this is painful. Well, I would have gotten a 20 ticks right there. So 22 ticks right there. So that's good. So he's saying that wait for relative equal highs. But I assume it's, inside of the previous day's range. Don't know that I checked the previous day's range. So many variables. Let's look at the daily. Inside of the previous day's range. So the previous day's range was all the way up here. So perhaps that had already occurred, right? And that's what they already took out. So this might have been the Judas swing that he was talking about prior to that. And this was within the previous day's range. Yeah. Yeah. So the original idea for the short that I had was good. Okay. So another 5 minutes, just see what happens. Consolidating. Consolidating. Okay. Coming back up. Let's take a look at what did this look like? We took out sell side here. And we made relatively equal, actually equal lows here. That makes me feel like they want to come back down this way. But we're digging back up into, let's see what this looks like. So 5 minutes, order block right here. Volume imbalance right here. Oh, sorry. We're inside that 2 to 4 time range. Now, I would have taken my 22 ticks and been happy for the moment. Just note this volume imbalance. And Kitty's just gotten comfortable. So we're digging up. So this is also a volume imbalance. My preference would be for them to say we use this one instead, right? My preference would be for them to, oh, wait, high, higher, high, traded through. So are we inside of a breaker? Let's see the behavior, because I think this is a whole breaker right there. Bearish. He's gotten comfortable, y'all. It's a whole breaker. Okay, so let's see what that looks like on 2 minutes. So my preference would be for a short. Let's see what this, if I use the bottom. 8 ticks is all the way up here. Okay, not bad. Coming down this way. And what are we aiming for? Well, we got this new day opening gap all the way down here. Why wouldn't we try to come all the way down here? See how that plays out. Now, what's my general expectation? Maybe we can try. My preference is usually for them to fill this, but I don't. And there's the order block up here. They've tapped it once already. Let's see what they do. They drop precipitously after that. Let's see. So this is why sometimes I lose. I don't get, because I'm the base of that, above the breaker, we should be okay, right? And then you've, excuse me, you dropped like a bunch of stuff under here, so I came to tap that. I didn't drop a fib on anything, so let's drop a fib on the base of that. Let's say we're aiming for under here. We've got this guy at -2, 2.53. Okay. Anything that correlates with that. So I'm gonna take that top, that bottom. Hey, these two are pretty much on point. Nice choice, right? Boom. All in hindsight, of course, but I'm just over here learning. Okay, so we've had another beautiful shift. High, 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 shift down. Another breaker down here. Do we come back up? So that's a no. We just continue on down to the new day opening gap. See? So look at this on 5 minutes. High, higher, high, shift. Breaker right here. The entry was here, obviously. So let's say we got this. Could I get 8 ticks comfortably? Nope. Wouldn't like it. Have to pull up. Don't like it. So, let's see. Now they've come back up to where I wanted an actual entry. And this is just pure. Took that out. So let's see. Now I can't because they've already used this in the breaker and dropped nicely. So we've got some. I need to see some confirmation of it dropping because it's a strong pull upwards, isn't it? And the volume imbalance is dead right here for me. And the breaker seems to be holding them up on the top there, sending them to show me that they want to go down. So what does this look like on the 5 minute? What are they sitting at? The other volume imbalance. Right there. So hanging on the other volume imbalance. So I would just leave that alone. I would just take my 250, going about my business. Actually, yeah. So we're about to be at 4. I think the big moves have already taken its toll and didn't really give us an opportunity to do anything. But this up here at 2 o'clock actually gave us a beautiful opportunity for a short. And it came back up for the actual breaker after it created the breaker, and this was the short right here. Beautiful. All right, so let's dip further into the day. And let's move forward. Oh, what does that look like? See, equal highs, another shift. And volume imbalance, tap, tap, going down. Anyway, ignoring that, moving on. Let's go to okay, 7 a.m. Could I found something here? Okay. 7 o'clock. We're dug into this new day opening gap. And we've been dropping precipitously. Nice shift right here. And currently enjoying the stylings of this fair value gap that's holding it down. Oh, hello, buddy. All right, so where have we come? Took that out. Just waiting. 6:40 to 7:30. All right, that's looks like we've passed that. But let's look at the 1 minute, see what we could have seen. Really? No, no, you don't get to go up on the table. Okay, buddy, down you pop. Thank you. Thanks. All right, so we had a nice shift here, and then they took out these highs, and sorry guys, this kitty man. He's making it difficult. Don't you're gonna look at him. What are you doing? All right, careful. He's balancing on one leg. Okay. All right. All right. You're gonna sit down now? Okay. All right. So shift came back into this volume imbalance and didn't go anywhere. So no touchy touchy. This doesn't look like anything juicy. So let's head over to the 10 o'clock and see if we can't find that silver bullet on the 10 o'clock. It looks like some news shenanigans right there. 8:45. You know, I think I saw something. Let's go to the 5 minute of this, right? So we had a nice shift here. High, higher, high, shift down. We in some sort of breaker. Let's see. So I'm still not very good at the continuation stuff. So I need to see the breakers and all of that good stuff, you know? All right, buddy. What are you doing? You want down? Okay, let me put him down, yo. All right. All right, buddy, go eat. Because he seems to want. Seems a bit irritated. All right, all of this looks like a load of. Sorry about that. Just looks a little crazy. Yeah, he wanted. He wants up. He wants down. He wants everything. So what do? They tagged all the way up to this volume imbalance right here. I think he wants to go outside. So guys, I've just been learning to meditate and get comfy with me, you know? Sometimes you just need to take some time. All right, so let's see what's happening here. So we are at 9:12, so I'm gonna wait for like let me let him outside. Oops. Everybody, it's wet though. Can't even concentrate, you know, with this kitty running around wanting stuff. Out of control. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for some kind of proper shift. This is all crud. Wait. 9:20. Okay. 9:30. Okay, so we had a shift here. And I close the screen. So like bugs come in, you know? So this is Thursday last week. So I had a shift here, but we're on like a serious downtrend. So we had this shift. It came back up into it. This fair value gap is acting as support. So potential for short, perhaps. It just looks like Swiss cheese. Okay. Just give away the game, why don't you? Okay. All right. So Let's see, we have a high, higher high shift. What am I missing? I'm missing this bearish breaker right here. Assuming I've written it the right way. Should make these different, right? So like that should be like a orangish color, like a dark orange or something. Negative. Let's save it as that because I need to be clear. Sometimes you don't know which one it is, right? Bearish breaker. So we have a bearish breaker. So high, higher high, traded through, and come back into it and turn this fair value gap into support within the breaker. So given all of that, once it tapped that again, you should have felt comfortable. And the original plan was all the way down here, like maybe a tick out. It's a lot of ticks. 19, I don't know. But that's like an example. But what I'm thinking is, let's wait to see if we get a proper shift. Okay, so we shifted onto here. Did it leave us, see if it leaves us with a fair value gap and any opportunity to take advantage of it. So we have one here. So let's see. Can we get an entry from here? That's 8 ticks. Probably don't get an opportunity. Gotta be nimble in these markets. Yeah. So I wouldn't have, not chasing any of this. So if we thought about the range that was in, come back to the halfway point. So it dropped here, came here in a premium, and then dropped. Ooh, for optimal trade entry, there it is right there. Came right back into the 0.8, and then it dropped. I'll use that, so I would not have gotten an entry here. So I'll be waiting for 10 o'clock, see what 10 o'clock gives me. Let's go to the 15-minute. And there we go, 10 o'clock. Let's go to the 5-minute. All right, so we are, all right, so what do we have? So we have a high, higher high has been traded through very liberally. Breakers right here. So on the 5-minute, so bearish breaker right there. And then we have this fair value gap that we're on the 5-minute that we're operating inside of. Let's note that. Right, and breaker. So let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. So see if they give us any opportunities. My general desire is for an entry. Like I want them to take these highs out and just give me an entry from here to go down. I don't know if they'll give me that. Okay. Shift. And there goes 40.68.75 on Thursday. I don't know. What else is there? Let's see. I'm just curious to see where we're at right now. Sorry, let's go back to here. So, I mean, they gave them multiple opportunities up here, I think. Well, they took on these equal highs, came to this, came into this breaker, hit the volume imbalance, which is where I would have wanted. Then we would have meandered around until heading down to here. So these entries, man, would have taken how long? Well, it could take out an hour 40 for that to happen. And didn't really give me much of an opportunity to, well, it gave us it here. That was at 9:55. So I was waiting for 10. Well, so 5 minutes, let's keep it rolling. Still no entries. And we're looking to do what exactly? I'm taking the sell side out here. I don't know what else is down there, so just gonna, do we have an opportunity for a quick long backup, or did I already miss that? So this is why I keep doing this, because, a lot of that price action didn't make a lot of sense to me on Thursday. So it's 10:39. So once it's past 11, there's no point in doing anything. Well, now that's a shift. Okay, did it give us some kind of breaker with that shift? Let's look at it on the 5 minute. Shift above this. Probably just aiming for this, maybe going back up to the new day opening gap. I mean, I'd be okay with that. So we just got a proper shift here. Does it leave us with a fair value gap? Looks like it does. Beautiful right there. I would like an entry. Let's see what the long looks like from here. Let's get a little closer. Can we get closer? Just 8 ticks. 8 ticks is what I'm looking for. 8 tick stop right here. And let's see if we can't go back up to here. I don't know. Let's see. Coming down. Don't have a breaker though. Traded a low, lower, lower, traded through. Okay. Coming down. Coming down. So it hit the order block right there. Now my max should be 16 ticks, right? But I only want 8 ticks. So I want an entry that will give me, so this right here, that behavior. Oops, sorry. So yeah, the top 8 ticks. So my concern is that I wouldn't have cleared all of this order block with the 8 ticks. That's why I wanted something lower. Need to be a lot more flexible about that. Okay. So my general, let's see, how far did it go? So we would have gotten like your 20, 22, 23 kit ticks in that run. Thinking about all of that instead. And let's drop that on the top. Let's see if we have some confluences. Yep, those overlap. So at minimum, I would have been aiming for that to take out these equal highs. See how that plays out. So coming down, we've gotten another opportunity for an entry right here. See? So I would have gotten my original entry right down here, but then I don't know that I trust it because it stopped at an order block right here. Still inside of this thing, just to visualize it. We're not going any lower. So it's multiple opportunities for a long. Probably wait for it to Turn that into support like that. And up she goes. See. Okay, coming back up to that new day opening gap. Very nice. Took out the buy side up here. Okay, so we have another shift. I don't expect it to go much further than this. Continuation. I'm learning sometimes. Oops. Ooh, we broke it. Ooh, we're coming back down. Don't like it. It's coming back into it is a shift. Oh, we have a lower low, technically, and shifted through, so we have a breaker right here. You know what? Let's see. Would have been stopped out right there. Let's say I had a better appetite. So that breaker doesn't seem to be. The higher time frame breakers are the better options. Yep. Yep. No, the silly thing for me is, and this is where I'm trying to work out my issues here. So this is a bullish breaker, and we had an order block in here, right? So let's flatten it. So we had an order block inside of this bullish breaker. Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute. So we took this guy out. We're coming back down to this order block. So I should have waited and been patient. So it's coming back down. We're inside the breaker. We have the order block. This is where we take the actual entry. Right? And there is a fair value gap. It's still inside the breaker. So right here, this 8 ticks takes me outside the breaker. Not quite. So I'm still in the danger zone. So there's the entry I would want. Let's say we buy here. I'm being so silly because it's a short, right? We're gonna have to. So maybe I'm wrong. Oh, that 8 ticks is serving me decently. Let's see. This breaker is gonna behave itself. Come on. Take this off. So I do that. I enter too early. Acting as support now. Still gotta watch the candles, right? Not the wicks. Oof. I don't like that. Looks like we're about to be stopped out. Yep. Okay. So I would have been stopped out there, right? So that's like 200. So bad plan to go uphill on something. The second time it came back, like the first break, re-entry, rush to the new day opening gap. Yes. What was that, like 77 ticks? Or just aim for this to be taken out? Let's see. So if this was the buy side that we're aiming for, right? You can just aim for that. A couple ticks above it. 64 is good. Didn't have like a proper. Let's see at the base of this. That guy. Yeah, so that's the 1.5 would have been good right there. Do have some overlaps on that. Let's use that base. Let's use this one. Whoops, I get it. We're gonna use this one and that high. Well, so that was also good. my general desire was for the new day opening gap. Kitty's okay. He looks like he needs to come in. All right, so there's that. So I would have lost. I mean, I didn't press the button for the ones that I need to press button for. Something I need to practice in this process. All right, so and we were past the 11 o'clock time frame. Ah, shouldn't even have been touching it. Why didn't you guys stop me? Just kidding. All right, let's head out to 2 o'clock. Oops, 1 hour. Let's head out to the 2 o'clock time frame and see what the heck's going on. So I'll just take a break. All right, here we are. Let's go to 5 minutes. Let's assess. What have we been doing with our lives? So we've had a nice shift here where it finally took out the new day opening gap. Beautiful. And we've got this sell side that was taken out right there. And that this buy side that was taken out right there. And we've just made relatively equal lows here. And what time is it? So let's backtrack a bit to exactly 2 o'clock. So I want to see what's happening during that time frame, not just. So we're at the new day opening gap. They've just taken out buy side. Let's drop down to the 1 minute. And what time is it? Just 2 o'clock. Coming on. So on this, we've had a nice shift right here. And let's look at the 3 minute. Do I have something clean? So nothing. Maybe a perceived fair value gap up here, order block right here. What would that look like for a short, since that's what we should be taking, our shorts? 8 ticks is about right there. So, do we get the base of that? The low of that is 40.8850, and the high of that is 40.88. So, would have gotten an entry there. And looking to dig into this. So, let's see, maybe we can get from that down to there, a little bit into that fair value gap right there. Let's see. Okay. You'll find that like when you tape read, everything works, but then when you try and press the button, it doesn't, you know? It's that mindset that I need to like work through, right? So as I'm tape reading, like, look, beautiful. But then the moment I decide, see, the first scenario that I spec out is usually the right scenario to spec out. It's the other one that's here. See, look at that. Okay, so we've taken this out. Yep. So we've taken that out, and if I'd said choose this, that, let's fix the top of that a bit. Okay. And we're taking this out. I'd be aiming for that. So let's see. Are we just coming back to this fair value gap to give us another opportunity for an entry? Let's see. That looks like it is. Consolidating in this place that in pulling orders. Okay. Just gonna have us pull teeth for it, aren't you? Yep. Coming back up again. I'm gonna take out these folks that went short there. Oof. Coming back up. All right. So let's look at let's look at the 5 minute on this one. So what a shift. Fair value gap. We never quite came back up to what you wanted. It's sort of you know what? We haven't even looked at 15 minute. We gotta like stay on top of the time frames, right? So we've just been consolidating, and the range. This is the range. So I'm gonna take this off, take that off, and take that off for now. So this is the range we've been working with. All right, we can delete all of that. For now, we don't need all that. Okay. So far they've used the new day opening gap as support, and they've tapped back up into a premium right now. It dropped. It did have like a shallow shift here, and they've come back down into this order block fair value gap. Let's order block Fair Valley Gap down here, and they're coming back up. So I don't really have a, lo- a location or a direction or bias that they're going in right now. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, we've been dropping, but for the day, it's very difficult, at least for me as a newbie. All right, so we took Southside out here. We had a shift here, and technically we had a. Do we have one right here? I don't like it. They came back into it again to give us another opportunity. Let's see what they do in this general vicinity because there's also they've left equal lows out here, which makes me want to like take a short. Yeah, they're gonna want to take those out, right? What time is it? Yeah. So just going sideways. What is this? Something definitive for me to use in here. Let's look at this on the 5 minute. This is the 5 minute. Oh, what's the range on this thing? It's the 1 minute really quickly. So we have hit well, yeah, 424, whatever. Ah, so nothing good to do here. I'm gonna have to back test a lot of these and live test it even more. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we're digging up. So, like I said, there's a volume imbalance. Let's go to this one. Ugh, it's very busy. So the 1 hour, I think. So it's the 1 hour. So they're digging up into. All right, so on the 5 minutes, had a bit of a shift, continuation, really. London, London is going up, so we might just be having a continuation upwards. I have a lot of work to do, y'all. A lot of work. Can't, like, I'm realizing that Mondays for me are the days that I just need to wait for the afternoon and see what I want to do. Can't do that today because I have a dental appointment, but that's the plan. Like, wait for the afternoon to let the morning session do its thing and give me some clue as to what I need to be doing. It can't just be running in there. Anyway, so I'll be back testing some more. Um, yeah. Happy happy trails. I'm gonna have to let Kitty in. Hope everything's going well for you guys. Be smart, be patient. It will come. All right. Takira, out.